this looks good. I am excited to eat this.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hi, my name is Timmy and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making chicken paprika. I don't know why I'm putting on an American accent. Today we're making chicken paprikash. I figured we'd do another sort of cook and chill session. I'm just gonna cook, you can put them in the background or whatever. Ingredients and instructions below and throughout the video, so if you do wanna follow along, please do and let me know how it turns out. We're just gonna start off with some prep work and yeah, let's get into it.
I met Hove last week, that shit was hella cool. Diddy introduced me as best of the new school. Not too shabby for an Alabama bitch.
Peel these onions. You want to chop these up as thin as possible. The sharper the knife you have, the better. The reason is, I just basically want these to sort of disintegrate into the sauce. The thinner you chop it, the more onion cells you're gonna rupture, which means the more likely you are to cry. Oh, my eyes, I can't see. I actually can't see. It's the whole. Do it until you get bored. I'm doing 6 cloves here because you're not gonna catch me doing more than that. So next step is to basically trim our meat, which is just to remove some excess fat. Another thing is, you'll see I have some wings. I wouldn't advise using wings, more so legs and thighs. Would actually trim, which doesn't look like it's going to, but. We're gonna brown the chicken and also gonna prepare the chicken stock as well. This is 1 liter of chicken stock going in. I don't actually think we'll need that much if I'm being honest. These are 0 salt stock cubes. I'm gonna turn this up to maybe 6. We'll go to 7 if we need it, but 6 out of 9. And I'm just gonna brown my chicken. Okay, that's done. Nice and quickly. So I'm just on my second batch of chicken right now. 1 more batch to do with the wings, and then we can get on to the next step. I figured I just want to point out a few things. With the chicken when you're browning it, I think it's very key to be patient. It's very easy to want to rush it and you'll end up burning not only your chicken, but also potentially the fond on the bottom of your pan. And that's where where we can get like a nice flavor boost. So just be patient with it, it will take a bit of time. This second batch has been going for about, I'd say 3-4 minutes per side. Are we even brown yet? So we're not even there. I think it takes maybe 6 minutes aside, so maybe 12 minutes. So it is a long process. You can use this time to kind of clean up. You can see a bit of the fond has even burnt here. I think it was from the first batch. You know when I was saying be patient? It was because I wasn't patient with that first batch. So I think that's even more of a testament to be patient all the way through. So we're gonna add in our onions and garlic. If you feel like you don't have enough fat that the onions are cooking in, feel free to add more. And I'm gonna add a bit of salt to the onions just so that they're able to draw out a bit more water more easily. Okay, so whilst the onions are going, I'm gonna prepare some paprika. Let me do a slightly bigger shot. So this is about 60 grams of paprika. The onions and garlic are definitely fragrant, so let me see if I can get a better shot. I'm gonna take it off the heat, like so. Add in the paprika. That's about 60 grams. And then just give everything a good mix in. Oh, I forgot to add tomato paste. Damn it! I'm gonna try and be a bit cheeky. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. In the authentic recipes, they don't usually do it, but I personally think that it just amps up that umami flavor a bit more and makes it taste that much better. We don't do it for the tomato flavor, just to kind of improve those base flavors that are already in the dish. So the next step is to add our stock, but I do want to try and add in this tomato paste. I'm gonna stick this to the side of the pan. like so. I'm gonna get some lard. It would have been much better had we done it with the onions and garlic. So this has been boiling for a bit. When I say a bit, I literally mean like maybe 2 minutes. What we're gonna do now is add in our chicken, and I'm gonna omit the thighs. I'm just gonna keep it, sorry, I'm gonna omit the wings. I'm just gonna keep it drum and thighs for now. We're gonna add the thighs, maybe, sorry, why do I keep on mixing my words up? We're gonna add the wings at maybe like the last 20 minutes of the braise, just because they're smaller. And I really don't want them to overcook. You can see there's some oil left behind on this plate as well, which I'm also gonna want to drizzle that in, because that is beautiful, beautiful flavor. So for braising, I like to bring it up to a boil. So I'm gonna bring it up here to a boil for like 10, 20 seconds. And so you can see it's boiling. I'm gonna put the lid on top, and I'm gonna lower the heat to, my cooker goes to 9. I'm gonna lower it to 3. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy, and I'm just gonna let this cook for 20 minutes. Add in the wings, let that cook for another 20 minutes, and we should be at a good point, and then we can follow on with the next step. In the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up. You can see I've got some there's the pot from the stock, the container from the paprika, my scrap bowl, the tongs, the spatula, put the lard back in the fridge. So I'm just gonna clean around, play some music, vibe, and chill out. Bum, bum. Fight for your freedom. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. And baby, I just gotta make it. We're gonna add the wings to sort of simmer as well. I'm gonna crank up the heat to maybe about, what's that one? 6? We'll crank it up to 7. Chop your own garlic is what I'm trying to say. I'm lazy, so I'm using this paste. But we're just gonna kind of fry this together with the garlic for a bit. I'm gonna lower the heat to about 5. I'm gonna add in some paprika. You don't want it to burn actually, so I'm going to take it off the heat. So I'm going to add some flour here. Not too much, but just enough. But you want to turn off the heat on this cooker. I'm going to bring it back on here. It's basically a paprika garlic roux, if you will. Add my roux to this sour cream. And the whole idea here is that when we add this into the sauce, the flour in here will thicken it. So the extra bit I was talking about is, the reason why it's optional is that you can basically just add flour here. You don't have to do this whole paprika garlic thing. You can just add flour and mix it in. But I feel like you get a bit more flavor. You're touching on a bit more notes. You're really emphasizing that paprika flavor throughout the dish, which is the main aim. So it's a good thing to do. So about 50 minutes has passed. What we're now gonna do is, let's see what this is looking like. Beautiful. What I'm then gonna do next is temper this. So what we basically want to do is add this in here, but this is kind of hot and this is not hot enough. And so if we add this straight into here, it's gonna sort of curdle and break and cause lumps. So what we're gonna do, just gently at a time, add about 2 spoonfuls for now, and then mix this. And the aim here is to basically think I might actually blend this up. This isn't as thick as I would like, so I'm gonna have to, I think I might do a slurry, and I'll do a slurry in here just so we get the remnants. I'm gonna season to taste, so I think it needs a bit more salt, just a tiny bit, nothing too crazy. And then a couple of cranks of black pepper. Ooh, this looks good. Oh my gosh. This looks good. So this is the day after I made it. The first time I made it, I had it with gnocchi, and I'm not sure if it's because it was store-bought gnocchi, but it just tasted really sour, and so that kind of ruined the whole dish as a whole. So I said I'll have it again tomorrow. I went a bit rogue. I had rice, paprikash, added some cheese, added some furikake seasoning, I added some kimchi as well. I just wanted everything on that plate, and this time it definitely did the paprikash justice because this thing tasted so good. Hungarians, don't come for me. I know it's traditionally had with dumplings. I just didn't have the time to make them, but if I do make the dish again, it's definitely something I would try out. And yeah, that's really it from me. This is probably one of my longest videos as well, so if you really have watched up to this far, you're a real one. I really do appreciate you, and yeah, thank you so much. Do leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.